Star Wars Battlefront 2 has become a pretty big game again, and there are three big reasons for this. And I feel like it's fairly obvious, but like, if this trend continues, then we could possibly get a Battlefront 3, knowing EA and how they make games based off of how much money they get off of other games. So let's hope this trend continues and that they can, make money off of this game or whatever, or get a lot of players and stuff off of this game so they can make a Battlefront 3. Or I would honestly take it that they would just update Battlefront 2 and add more characters to that. I would take that. I would be perfectly fine with that happening. Okay, so for now, the biggest and most obvious reason is the new Fortnite season, which is Star Wars themed, and a lot of people have played that season and realized that there is a better game, Star Wars game, than the Fortnite season, which is Battlefront 2. And that's caused an influx of players on all platforms because you play this game, which is Fortnite, realize that the other game that came out years ago is better. So you go to hop on that game, which obviously causes an influx of players. And it's now like it was like a 1 to 2 day thing. It's been going on for like 2 weeks now. Just like a peak of like thousands of players on the game, which is really cool because it's even got me to come back to the game, which I stopped playing in I don't know, probably 2 years after the game came out. I stopped playing then. The second thing that's causing this explosion of popularity is the second season of Andor, and which is good, by the way, super good. You should go watch it if you haven't yet, because it's the show leading up to Rogue One, which is a great movie. If you haven't seen that, go watch it. But back to what I was saying, that's blown up because it's a good show, so it's done well, and that's caused even more people to go looking for a Star Wars game to play, and Battlefront 2 is right there. And obviously, like I said, it's gonna explode the people playing it even more. And now we got to move on to the third reason. And the third reason is that the game goes on discount. It goes on deal constantly. Well, I wouldn't say constantly, but it's fairly often. Because I think the last time the game was $8, which is super cheap because this game is amazing. So, and it was on deal for a good minute too. It wasn't a flash deal or anything. So a lot of people had the opportunity to buy the game and be able to play it. And I think those are the main three reasons why, but there's also a few other reasons, with Revenge of the Sith coming out again in theaters. That's caused Star Wars to blow up again as a whole, not just Battlefront 2. Because Star Wars was in the gutter last year. It was almost gone out of there. Because Mandalorian Season 3 was a little disappointing. It was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of mid, low-key. But with that being disappointing, then not much Star Wars content coming out. People still don't like the sequels, which understandably. I just think Kylo Ren is cool personally. Yeah. And then on top of that, people didn't like the Obi-Wan show till the last episode, which is also valid. It was kind of a slog to get through. Then Boba Fett, the Book of Boba Fett, my favorite character, by the way. I don't know. I think I liked maybe 2 episodes. I think it was. It was the one they on the train. They had to the train heist or whatever, or whatever that was. It was cool. And then the last 2 episodes, which I'm pretty sure were just one episode split into 2 parts, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. So Star Wars almost gone out of there for a hot minute, and then it came back this year for the reasons that I stated. And then you had the good shows in between that brought back popularity, like Ahsoka. Oh, I forgot about the Acolyte. The Acolyte. The show wasn't even bad, actually. Like, it actually wasn't that bad. But people hated that show. So that was bad for Star Wars. And then Ahsoka came out. Had the episode with Anakin in it. Super cool episode. Then Bad Batch was doing good, I think, last year or 2 years ago. That show was doing good. And then I think Clone Wars got a new season, if I'm not mistaken. Or, I don't know when season 7 came out. It might have come out recently. I don't know. I forgot when it came out. But yeah. Well, I should probably change the title of this video from the 3 reasons why to 5. Because I just thought of another one. Star Wars Day just happened. Which every year brings Star Wars back up into popularity for like a week. But it's been constant after that. So I think this is like the rise of Star Wars again, for right now at least, because they've been doing pretty good. And then you got the I don't know what other shows are coming out this year besides Tales of the Underground, which I didn't like that much personally, but you know. Yeah, I think that's the only show coming out, so yeah, I think that's all of them. Yeah, for this year, I believe so. But you know, Star Wars is doing pretty well right now. Battlefront's doing pretty well right now. And if we can get a Battlefront 3, that would be spectacular. But that seems a bit much to ask from EA. All I want is just a few more updates to Battlefront 2. That's all I want. It's the only thing I want for that game.
I guess this is what they call
like, I'm surprised that we don't have Mace Windu, Jango Fett, Ahsoka. Let's see who are a few other characters. What was his name? The Quaterneros guy. The pod racer dude. Let's see. I think it'd be cool to have a few, like, not so big characters in the game. Like Kit Fisto, Plo Koon. Yeah, like characters like that. I had a whole list of characters I was thinking about that aren't in the game. I'm surprised that, like, the leaders of the Clone Wars aren't in there. Like, the clone troopers, like Rex, Wolf. What was the orange one? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking out. Shucks, man. Man, I can't remember his name. It was Rex, Wolf, and I had to come back to me later. And then what's really upsetting is that we don't have Jar Jar Binks in the game. The single second best Star Wars character, we don't have Jar Jar Binks? Like, come on, man. He would easily be the best character in the game. Like, let's be real. It's Jar Jar. Like, you know, the GOAT of Star Wars. I don't know anybody who could beat Jar Jar in a fight for real. And also, we could have more costumes for the characters. Like, what if we had like a updated Boba Fett, like his new costume from his show? Oh, and the Mandalorian. We don't have any Mandalorians in there. I just thought about it. We have none. We don't have Din Djarin, Bo-Katan. Now I'm blanking out on the Mandalorians. Oh my goodness. Now I'll remember it later. Oh well. But you guys know what I'm talking about. We don't have any of those characters. Like, we're missing a lot of characters, which is crazy for real. And it would be cool if we got characters from like TV shows too, like Oh my goodness, what is happening? I'm forgetting every character's name. The blind dude from that show, I forgot his name. I think Kanan. I don't think it's that. It's something. I'm forgetting. I'm blanking out here, but yeah, it would be cool if we got some more characters, more costumes, maybe a few more maps. And if we got like it was some maps in the files that just never came out because they were like not finished before they stopped updating the game. And I'm pretty sure Ahsoka was in the files at one point, or still is, but she's not in the game. Yeah, we're also missing like just a lot of characters, like I said already. But yeah, those are the main reasons of why Battlefront 2 like is doing well again. Sorry for the rant in the middle there. That was just yapping, and I kept blanking out on stuff. But you know, you guys get what I'm saying. You guys understand, and that's the well, I guess 5 reasons. I think I said 5. Or did I say 3? I don't know. But thank you for watching. Yeah, that's about it.